Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video we are going to add other materials for the character. So first of all we will define that what materials we will add for our separate sections. So I think we should create some similar texture to these joints. Okay, so I think we will select this joint. Just go to material, add a material, body texture. We'll just press tab, we'll select everything, we'll select A here, we'll press S to scale it out, and I think that black color will be better. I think so. So let's add black color on this section and it will look better. I think, yeah, it looks better. That's fine. Now we'll just select this joint. We'll just go to body texture again. We'll just press tab, A, and A here. We'll just select S to scale it out, and we'll just move it here, scale it out, add it to the black color as well. That's good. And then we have this part, this joint. So we'll press tab, A, S to scale it. So we'll just scale it, and we'll also place it to the black section. That's good. And what happened? Okay, we didn't have added material here, so we'll just add body texture material on this as well. So now you can see we have added black joints, so that's good. And for the other parts we will definitely add red material for the legs, and for feet we will just keep it a little bit different. Let's see what we can do. So for this model we can just go to, this is a little bit different. Okay, so we will just unwrap the body first. So let's go to body material, body texture, press edit, and for this we will just choose the red color, but before that we will just separate the buttons as well. So before that I will just go to modifiers. We'll just deselect the modifiers, and we will separate this section. So I will just separate this loop. So alt click to select the entire loop, and then to the other side shift alt click, control E, mark seam. That's good. For the buttons we can select the loops for the buttons. So I will just sorry, we are zooming too much for some reason. Anyhow, alt click, then shift alt click for this button, yeah, and then this button, and then this button, and then control E and mark seam. That's good. So buttons are also separated. So one more thing we want to separate is this this section. So alt click, you can see we have selected this section, and to this side we will select alt click. This is also selected, but you can see we don't have any selection here, so we'll just press shift alt click to select this area as well. And on the top you can see this is where it is, loop is ending. So if we move further, I think this loop is still, I will just move out. So let's see, yeah, that is ending up here at this spot. Yeah, So for that we'll just zoom in with maybe this zoom. So let's move it. You can see this selection, and we can select this corner. I will little bit zoom in. We need, yeah, so these are connected, so that's fine. Control E and mark seam, so that's it. And now everything is fine. We can select A, U and unwrap. I think we have selected this. Everything is selected absolutely normal, but you can see that this is not differentiated from the middle area is connected, still connected with the this section, because I think on the top where we ended up the section, it's not very nice. So we'll just press Z, solid view. I will just go to solid view, and here you can see that this loop don't have any cut here. Okay, yeah, don't have any connection here, although we have selected this thing, but for some reason. Let's mark seam again, and you can see that still we don't have any connection. So let's select this one, and no problem, we can select this loop as well till, but it is selected till here, so that's a that's a bad idea. So we'll select only this by click and then control click to select it like till here. And now if we press Control E and mark seam, it will give us this type of seam. So now if we press A, U, unwrap, maybe it will be better. So now if we press L, even then you can see that we can't differentiate this section for some reason. So no problem, we can fix this issue as well. So before that we'll just select it, everything, we'll just scale it a little bit, and then we'll just select the buttons and other sections, and we'll just fix it out, and later on we will fix these as well. So let's move these sections a little bit, and these are the lights. So we'll select light, and we'll just move it to the yellow area here, as to scale it. And here I will just add material preview, and you can see lights are good. Then we have these buttons till here, sorry, till, okay, let's select this one, move it here. And for buttons, I think we can add blue buttons or black buttons. So I think blue buttons, let's add blue buttons for now. Later on we can see how we can make it better. And then this thing, what is this thing? So let's see, what is this area? I don't know, maybe it's some inner area, inner section, okay, or yeah, anyhow we can add red color to the body. So we'll just make it small, and we can place it here, and then it's time to add the body. So we select the body. You can see this section is not differentiated, but we can select this entire section. Okay, this is not differentiated, so what we can do, we can select it manually, no problem. So we can select it manually, like first I will select everything. Let's select everything, and let's move it to red color, because we need a red color for this. And now we will select this area, the middle area, and before that I will just move it to solid view. So let's select this one by control click. Okay, leaving out this button section, we don't want to select that button section. And then even this area we can select. Okay, and now everything is selected. Even we can hide the head section, so that neck section where it is, and then we can select it properly. Okay, and then we can move this section to the I think black area maybe. Okay, and then if we go to material preview, yeah, it looks good, but you can see that somewhere here we have problem with this colors. Okay, and this problem we can see in this material preview, but if we go to render preview, I hope yeah, it's still here. So yes, we have this problem. So what we can do, we can actually select these areas as well for the black section. Okay, so we can select these red area as well, because we have a little problem with this. So let's select this red area, and this one, this one, and if you will separate it in a proper way, like I did for the other objects, it will not give you a problem. But anyhow, if this is the case, then how you can solve it, we have seen that. So let's select everything, and you can move it to black area, and now you can see that's look good. Yeah, that's very better. And now we have blue buttons, black color, red color, and good combination. So let's add a neck and the head again, and we have a nice robot. Now we will add materials for this torso section. So we'll select this section, we'll just go to material, body texture, and we will just separate some sections. So I want to just differentiate this section, the bottom section, a little bit. So let's select this one in loop selection, and this one, and we will just create a mark seam, AU unwrap, and that's it. We'll select the bigger area, we'll just press S to scale it, and we'll just move it to the bluish area. And color combination, you can create your own color combination, so it's not necessary to follow me. And for this, I think we have to add this black color. Black color looks really good, and that's why I'm using it again and again. And then we have this leg. Let's add a material on the leg. We'll select everything in edit, and we can actually unwrap it if we want to do so. And then we can just press A and scale it, and then we can add it to the red area. Although you can properly unwrap it as well if you want to do so. And here we will just add the material again, edit, A as to scale it, and then we can just add it here. And the last thing is the feet, and before feet I think we will add the color for the arms. So for arms I think we can just select the red color or blue color, maybe. Anyhow, let's see what color would be good. So let's go to edit, A, we can just press S to A and S to scale it, and to scale it. And here you can see that black color looks good, but if we add blue color, okay, blue color is also good. And I will do one more thing here, so I will show you what it is. And we will just create a upper body cloth, maybe, or just leave it blue, that is fine. And now what else? For the hands, we'll just select the hands, and we'll just go to materials, add body texture, edit, A for scale, select all, A, S to scale it, and then we will just place it here. That's great. And then finally we will have a problem with the feet. So on feet we will add materials. So I think blue material will look better. Yeah, it will give us a better impact. So body texture, and edit, and A and A and S to scale it, and then S to scale it, and then we can add it here. That's nice. That's nice. Blue foots are good, but I think, yeah, that's better, I think. So that's it. This is our robot. So robot is absolutely good, but for the arms we can create some extra layer or extra cloth as well if we want to do so, and that may be better. So let's see, and let's see in how it will look like, and then we will check it out. So I have selected everything. So let's select this area maybe, and you can see that it's too much complicated because it has too much loops now. So selecting it is absolutely big headache. So let's select this loop. Maybe I want to select it to another side, but anyhow, select control, yeah, alt click, select this and select this. Okay, and let's create shift D. I'm just testing it out, and then I will just right click and separate selection, and then I will just go to this area and this area again, and we will just add a solidify modifier. Then we'll just decrease offset to 0, and now yeah, it's quite good. And I think yeah, I think this will look better if we create some arm here. Okay, so that's why I was testing it out. So we'll do that, and for that purpose we'll just undo the settings to the normal position where we don't have any duplicate, and then we will select the area. Okay, so I have selected this area, and let's duplicate it with Shift D, and now we can right click, and it will be placed at the same position. And now we will just right click again, separate selection, and we can rename this selection as well. So this is the arm, and this is the arm upper, you can say, or whatever you want. And then for this we can just add a before that I will just go to object mode, and this is the arm upper. We can just go to modifier, we can add solidify modifier, and for this we will just decrease the offset to 0, and we can increase the thickness to 0.02 maybe. Okay, and it will give us better reflection now. So that's good, and we can go to material now, and on material you can see that it has body texture already. And now we'll just again go to material, and we will implement this thickness, and now we can just select it, select everything. We'll just select everything here, and we'll just move it to the black area. So that's very nice. Now you can see we have this type of impact, and it looks nice. The last thing with the material is that you can see that our robot looks good, but because it is a robot, so we can add a little bit metallicness to our robot. So we can go to materials, and we have only one material which we have used for all the body parts. So in metallicness we can add a metallicness of 0.5 maybe, and evaluating the number. Okay, what is the problem? Maybe 0.5. okay, now metallicness is added, and we will also decrease the roughness to 0.3, and now you can see we have a nice metallic robot. Definitely we can increase the specular a little bit as well, so it will give us more better result and shining result. And that's it. In next video we'll move further.